Yo, 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 what's going on? It's your boy Kuya P, and I'm here with the one, the only Heather Hurt to do another review for you, my good people. Heather, are you ready to get down with the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special?
Sure. Still too early for Christmas, but sure.
Yes, y'all, we are doing this in November. It's not quite Christmas yet, but we will get Heather into the holiday spirit right after we check out this trailer and break down the film, The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. So let's check out the trailer right now. Here we go.
I just saw on the calendar that right now on Earth, it's almost Christmas time.
We don't have time for trivialities like Christmas.
But Peter's so sad about Gamora being gone. Maybe if we go to Earth for a really wonderful Christmas gift, it would make him happy. Something special he will never forget.
What about someone special?
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
I just said that, Drax.
Your voice is small and mousy. I think maybe he didn't hear you. You're coming with us as a Christmas present. I'm Groot.
Boom! There you go, like a blast from Rocket Raccoon's whatever he calls his gun. He has
Cannon blaster.
There you go. That's the trailer. Heather and I had the opportunity to check out the special in advance, so we are going to break it down, give you our thoughts. Heather will break down the story. I will break down some of the characters appearing, and then we'll give you a little bit of our review of what we think about this special. So let me toss it over to Heather. Let's go.
So we should always start at the beginning, right? Let's go into the way, way back machine to when our Star-Lord, our Peter Quill, was just a wee tot, and he had his first Christmas in space. Or we think it might be his first Christmas. Spoiler, by the way. But he's having his first Christmas. We get to learn a very very important story from his childhood about him and Yondu and Kraglin, not Kaglin, Kraglin. We learn their story, what happened, and now that Gamora is gone, Kraglin is kind of concerned for Peter's mental health. It's Christmas and the love of his life is gone. Like, what's happening? And of course, as we know, sort of, I don't remember which movie it was confirmed, but Mantis did say that her father was also Ego, which isn't surprising. He had children all across the galaxies. And as a loving sister, she is very, very, very concerned for her little brother, and she wants to make sure that he is okay. So her and Drax venture down to Earth, because what would be better as a Christmas present from a sister you don't know is your sister than human trafficking? Sounds like a good idea. They go down to Earth, they seek out the one, the only, the Kevin Bacon, and bring him back to Peter. I've already given a couple of spoilers. I don't want to give more than that. Hopefully I've kept it to mostly what you saw in the trailer. But yeah.
There you go, Heather. Breaking it down with our story. I will now get into our cast and crew, because we have to show love to the writer-director, the one who has really delivered with Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think, we haven't seen it in the hands of anybody else yet. So, but the one who just killed it when he came over to Marvel to rock out this franchise, but is now tagged exclusively, I think, over with DC for quite some time. But DC needs the help. James Gunn, y'all. James Gunn killed it. Writer-director on this. Mad love to James Gunn. Cast, of course, Peter Quill, Star-Lord is shit human Chris Pratt. we'll move on from there. But yet I do enjoy him as Peter Quill, but shit human. Anyway, Scene Stealer, finally getting a lot more of her. Palm Clementif, I'm sorry if I'm brutalizing the name, Armantis. Amazing. She really shines finally in the Guardians universe. She was great in, in some of her other sequences, but she wasn't kind of like throughout, she was just kind of like one of the members, but she really shines here. And also to add to that shine, our Drax, Dave Bautista, the two of them, really are the heart of this special. They kill it. And I must add, as the resident and super proud Asian American of the NRW, it is awesome to see, even though they're aliens, Mantis and Drax. But yes, Palm Clementif and Dave Bautista, Asians killing it, leading this holiday special. I just had to point that out as a proud Asian to my fellow Asians. I love it. You love to see it. Also, Rocket Raccoon, of course, Bradley Cooper killing it again as that voice. And also the other voice that has the easiest check to collect, our Groot, Vin Diesel. That brother has 3 words to say and makes mad checks every show, every film that he appears on when he is Groot. I can't hate on that man. That brother made the easiest check in the world with that. Vin Diesel, our Groot. Nebula with some really cool scenes and some getting down a little bit. She breaks it down a little bit in there. You'll have to check that out. Karen Gillan, I love her. Amazing as Nebula. And of course, James Gunn's brother. It's good to be a Gunn brother. Kraglin himself is Sean Gunn with some wonderful moments as well. And you get to see an animated version of him as well, as Heather noted in the beginning and in the ending. So a nice little nod there. And of course, some other characters, another voice we have is Cosmo, the space dog, played by Maria Bakalova. We have a Santa Claus played by David Moskowitz. Michael Rooker is in there also as a voice, our Yondu. Can't forget that because, yes, we do get an animated version of him in some flashbacks, but it's more so animated backs. We have Stephen Blackheart. We have the old 97s. Kimmy Price Quiganier is our Kree of Nowhere. And, of course, you've all seen the trailer. You know he's in there. Of course, I wasn't going to forget mentioning this person, the legendary Kevin Bacon as Kevin Bacon. There you go. Those are our casts. I'm going to bring us both up now on the screen. There she is, Heather Hurt. I'm Kuya P. Heather, when we first saw the trailer, I think we did a reaction to the trailer when we first learned of this. What were your thoughts? What did you think of them bringing us another Marvel Studios special presentation? We got Werewolf by Night, and now we have the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. What did you think?
I am totally digging these short 45-minute films that tell a cute story, that introduce us to some really fun characters, or just give us a quick break with characters we love. We got to hear my baby boy Cosmo for the first time, and I love him so much, so I'm so excited.
Well, I'm curious, because is it a him or a her? Because it is played by a
that
female.
is kind of confusing, because so canonically in comics, he is a boy, but gender is in flux constantly, and maybe in Nowhere it changed and she is a girl, but so a female, it is clearly a female voice, or a effeminate, I really should say, effeminate voice.
Yeah.
I should be assuming. But it's one of those where it sounds, to me, it kind of makes, to clarify, I think I figured that they kind of wanted it to be infantile, like a child.
Yeah.
So like maybe an effeminate voice is more like that. You wanted a kind of a soft, cutesy voice, which is usually, I mean, even in anime or animation, it's usually a female who plays those characters, even if they are male. So, but canonically, Cosmo is a boy dog.
Okay. Yeah, I was since we're now we're giving a little bit our review a little bit here and there. That was the one voice I wasn't expecting. I was happy we got Cosmo talking, but yeah, just wasn't the voice I hear when I read, from the comics. Yeah, so I was kind of surprised by the voice choice. I thought it was bad, but was surprised by the voice choice.
I always hear like Colossus whenever I read Cosmo, like it's a big Russian man. And it's a little dog. He's a little golden retriever, but I always hear like this big Russian man whenever I hear him.
That's exactly what I hear too. I hear like a Russian older, more gravelly, take. Yeah.
He's just telekinetic. He can do whatever voice he wants to do. It's just one of those where it's like, I don't know why I always hear like, I don't know, but
that's just what took me by surprise. So I'm happy you pointed that out. Yeah.
But no, I'm really digging it. I like these. Some things I wish would have court like I still wish I could have gotten like 17 hours of Werewolf by Night. But when it comes down to it, this was a really cute, short, fun, dip your toes into the holiday kind of movie. It brings back some really beloved characters. At this moment in time, Peter Quill is one of the biggest superheroes in the galaxy. So giving him a fun Christmas, and it's a fun Christmas story, teaches you the story and the feeling of Christmas. So, and it's different. It's not a Christmas Carol. Like we've got literally like 2,000 Christmas carols every year. It's not that. So it's nice.
Definitely. Yeah. So I was excited when we saw it. When we saw the trailer and that this was coming and they were continuing on that tradition that they started with Werewolf by Night by giving us these special presentations. So was really happy to see it. And it makes sense. I was kind of curious how they were going to do and pull off a holiday special, but it is very in canon. It works with the universe. It makes sense that when you save the universe with dance, to not only find the Lord of Dance that you've heard about through the tales of Star-Lord, why not go and find him to help brighten the day of our Star-Lord? So makes perfect sense. I like how they started off with some throwback animation, which is what a lot of Christmas films do. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of cool. And I think it was the very first Christmas. And to your point, that is it his first Christmas in space? Yes, because he was abducted and all that, and because he's teaching Kraglin all about it, and Yondu automatically shuts it down, which is kind of cute and in character and makes sense later on. But then we come to the present day. We are in the aftermath. Obviously, Star-Lord is not so happy because he's still dealing with the loss of his beloved, from the whole snap and everything like that. And so to have Drax and Mantis partner up, we didn't get the reveal, which you kind of, was your one spoiler there at the beginning, that Mantis was a sister. That's because that's how we end off the film. That's no. Well, she knew, but no one else knew, or he doesn't. She doesn't tell her.
She told Drax in 3.
She does tell Drax in the
That is so. You gave the spoiler. I did.
Oh, so I missed it. Oh, okay, my bad.
No, so I think it was in 3. I'm pretty sure it was in 3. We either learn in 2 when she's with Ego, she's like, I can't leave because I'm his daughter.
Oh, God. Yeah. You're right.
Or it's something like in 3, she comes to I can't remember when it was, but she's only ever told Drax. Drax is the only one who knows.
Gotcha.
But it's one of those where when you come into this,
you're right. I remember that now.
But when you come into this, you're like, when did that happen? That was such a minuscule, small moment in one of those films. But that's actually what was so cool about this short, is there were a crap ton of Easter eggs. There were so many Easter eggs that I am not a Guardians fan. Like, I'm not a huge Guardians fan. And I would rewatch this a couple times because I know I missed something. I missed something.
Yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to get to in a second, like some of the things that you might have called, but we'll save a little bit here and there. But yeah, the what I was saying is the Star-Lord reveal, the sister thing, is kind of the very sweet, touching moment at the end of this. So hashtag spoilers, y'all are checking this out. That Star-Lord finds out that they're sisters.
Sweet ones, so.
Yeah. But so it's cool that they go on this journey to see Drax. Again, Drax and Mantis steal it. Mantis has so many amazing scenes. She got to really shine and have fun with his character. The two of them butting up, hitting the town. I need more of, actually, to be honest. Like, we need spinoffs. Drax and Mantis hit the town, any planet. I need that more. Hopefully they'll let them shine more in future Galaxy films. That was just so good. Just a lot of cool moments. And like you said, there's some Guardians moments, if you're a Guardians fan, that are like, Easter eggs that were throughout. Some cameos by non-characters, but are kind of cool. I'm not going to spoil anything there. Actually, one that I want to do some research on, and one I was going to ask you here. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and throw this one in, because you are a Resident Comics New Release Wednesday team member, Heather. GoBots.
I was gonna say no. The answer is his parents were not actually killed by GoBots.
Well, I was curious if there was like a GoBots comic episode, because GoBots Marvel had like a run of GoBots comics, right?
Yeah.
So like, did Drax ever cross over and make an appearance in any GoBots? I half think it could be true as an old fan myself. Like,
I've been
meaning to do some internet research.
Drax is a very interesting character that has changed and varied over the many, many years.
Exactly.
If you're ever like one of those people who wants to do like really silly, goofy research on a character, go look up who Drax is as a character. His history is long and intricate, and he has gone through several reincarnations. One of my favorites is still when you find out that he has kids and all this. Like, he's a very interesting character, and he didn't start anything like what we see in film.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It could be a deep cut, Heather. I would not put it past James Gunn.
Oh no! It's if anyone would do, if anyone would do it, it would be something like that. But at the same time, I could also see James Gunn putting in a joke like that, just because he's like, I know my comics, I know Marvel, I can throw in a GoBots joke because I know Marvel had some licensing to it. So like, he's also that type of guy, and it's going to be fun to see these last few moments with James Gunn in the Marvel universe. So I think with May.
Yeah. And with also that said, so yeah, that was kind of like, when I saw that, I was like, okay, the nerd in me was like, I got to do some research. I hadn't yet, obviously, especially prior to this review. But I love that moment. Another nod, speaking of James Gunn, which was surprising. There is commentary when they have Kevin Bacon to be more of a superhero himself. To me, I thought it was great allusion to where James Gunn is heading. But Kevin Bacon becomes Batman for a moment.
Batman, he becomes Bruce Wayne.
Or Bruce Wayne. So
no, I'm Bruce Wayne.
That was some cute commentary there, just knowing the status that they'll also let that fly. But why not? You
have Warner Brothers, Disney, you have a man who is willing to do both. Let's have some amalgam comic movies. We need something new. We need something different. Give me some Dark Claw film.
They could use it. They definitely need the help. But they got Gunn now, so, which I'm sad, because like, I'm still hoping Gunn will do some Guardian stuff again now. Like,
well, I think he said his contract is until May, and he is doing the last Guardians film. It'll be curious to see.
But that's it for a while.
But and we have other good news coming in, but that's okay. We're gonna it's, you can tell he had fun. You can also tell when a story is starting to end. I think that this was a really good example of he's ready to finish his story.
Yeah.
This is he's saying goodbye to some characters. Not that he's really said it here, but it was just, you could tell that he's finishing up his stories. So
yeah. So again, fun ride. This some great moments, some great music. I was trying to remember some of the lines from some of the songs, especially that opener that I think is going to become like a holiday. I think it'll become part of holiday lore now, but I'm not going to spoil it.
Like, I want an alien for Christmas. You're gonna have those two songs just playing on repeat somewhere.
It has to. They have to continue it on from this film. They have to. But yeah, just some great moments, some great music, and just great characters and characters that were like I was saying earlier. To me, Mantis was kind of in the background, but got to shine along with Dave, Drax. Just some cool moments. So again, it's gonna make you hungry for more Guardians. I know that's what it did for me, and as we were saying, like with Gunn leaving, it is now also make me slightly sad because Gunn's leaving. But DC needs him. He's going to save DC, I hope. But fun time. Definitely a thumbs up for me, Heather. What about you? The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
It was cute. Is it a full thumbs up? No, but it also wasn't kind of meant to be a full thumbs up. Like, it was just supposed to be something fun and cute. If you need some good holiday cheer, this is what you get. Now, this is something that will be great for that. So,
why not a full thumbs up? Because to me, it was a complete story in its tonality. You know, here's this moment. They do this, and then boom, it has all the beats, beginning, middle, end.
You could tell the budget was low. Like, it just seemed like one of those movies that were supposed to be like, you put it in a holiday lineup. Like, it's not.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like, it's not one of those where you'll go and watch it every year.
I will. I'm a nerd.
It's on a list. It's on a yearly list. I'm sorry, I'll repeat. It's on a yearly list. It's not one that you're specifically watching on purpose that you need to stop and have dinner for. We're doing cleaning and we're doing it in the background. Like,
I got you. This Marvel nerd though is like, oh, it was perfect. It hit all the beats. I enjoyed it. Just some great moments. But let us know what y'all think. We enjoyed it. And yeah, just curious to what y'all think. I'm the Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, and IG. And also over on Hive. That's our new spot. That's where we're at. Me and Heather. We're trying to be the queen bees over there. Because fuck Elon Musk. So like tentatively right now we're on Twitter, but may not be for long because the Hive is where it's at. Also follow us at the NRW Not Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. And for Heather.
Oh, right. I have to talk things. Okay. You can find me on Nerd as a Heather over on Twitter until it implodes. And you can find me over on TikTok, Instagram, and Hive at Heather is a Nerd.
There you go. I know I threw you off. I know you just kind of.
No, it's okay. I was just like, I guess he's just gonna do everyone. Keep going. I'll just listen.
I was just trying to remember everything. So there we go. Heather, your boy Kuya P, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Let's celebrate that holiday season together, y'all, and let us know in the comments below what you think. Bye.